Blue Eyes was fun, but ultimately it ended in failure. This time around, I want to win. So on a budget of only $25 per week, we're going to build a competitive PK deck that can not only beat content creators, but also top locals and take on regionals when they return. Join me on this journey to become the next king of games. This is sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh! Road to Kingship. What can I say? I'm great at this game. I topped locals last week. Granted, I only had to win one game to do that, but I still topped locals. And that's awesome. And now, to increase our chances of topping locals again, we're going to be opening maximum gold this week because I want to get some going second cards, such as hand traps, and hopefully maybe an Appaloosa, please, just for me. The things I want most is probably like a copy of Nibiru or a copy of Lancia. Both of those things are just so important in this format. They hit tons of stuff, and they can really help out in the matchups where I'm bad against, like at Ignister. If you have a Nibiru, what are they supposed to do? If I go against another PK player, Lancia, what are they supposed to do? So that's my thought process with this. It'd be nice if we pulled a tour guide as well. However, I don't know if I'm really going to go for BAs or not in this deck, just with how difficult it is to pull them. If you haven't noticed, the only Prince of Graph and Seer are in gold, infinite gold, I think, and Duelist Alliance, both of which are very old, very expensive sets. So we'll see on that front. A few more housekeeping things I want to go through. We are very close to hitting our 2-year channel anniversary. That'll be on January 22nd of 2022, which is hype. And if you're interested, I'll be doing a Q&A video for that event. So if you want to ask me a question, join my Discord, link is down below, and throw a question in the Q&A. Ask whatever you want to know. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We finally hit the milestone 250, and now I want to go higher, further, beyond, going for 300 now, because it's always good to have goals in mind, and my goal is 300. With all that, let's see what I get out of max gold. I love gold. We're taking a break from the tins this week to open up an old friend, Maximum Gold, because the tins have been treating us poorly, and I think it might be good to take a little bit break, get some staples. The main things I want out of here are Tour Guide and Appaloosa, because Tour Guide for when we get the BAs, and then Appaloosa just because she's a really good end-board boss monster for this set. Well, not boss monster, but she's, a floodgate. And, she's really needed for, this deck that I'm playing, you know what it's called, the Phantom Knights, yeah, those guys. Anyways, unfortunately, this is damage, this is caved in on the inside, which sucks, so I hope the cards are all, so I hope the cards are alright. I just knocked over my microphone, my camera with this, because I'm using a mini tripod today, not the big one. My girlfriend's using the big tripod to carve pumpkins, and if you're wondering, yes, it is still October 10th. I recorded these 3 openings that same day because I have nothing better to do except for open shiny cardboard, and you know what? Opening shiny cardboard is really fun. We're only opening one of these today just because of how expensive Maximum Gold has gotten. It's expensive for these. I managed to find this for 25, which was good, but oh boy. This is one of my favorite sets, but it's getting to the point where I won't be able to use it for Shield only anymore. Anyways, we got Draco Sack. We got Blackluster, the Destruction Swordsman, pretty cool guy. We got Floodgate of the Stormwinds, Stardust Charge Warrior. Hey, that'll be pretty good for all those VOW cards I pulled. Sidra Infinity. Oh, I love the way this looks in gold. So pretty. This card that I don't think this is a real card. I've never seen this before in all the max gold that I've opened, and I've opened a whole display. And Blue Impala. Okay, first one's not great. Come on, just give me the Apo or maybe a good hand trap or something. Dark Lord Itchkill, Stratos, alt art, pretty cool. Miracle Contact, Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. Not the hand trap I wanted, boys. Dark Lord Naston and this guy, Sky Place Sky. Sky Place Sky, the guy of the Sky Place. Come on, just give me an Appaloosa. Let's get. I know we've had our problems, Maximum Gold, but just give me the Appaloosa and we'll call him even. All right, Noble Knight, Necro Valley, Silent Angler, Temple of the Six, Laundry Dragmate, I have like a million of these, House Dragmate, I have a million of those, and Bad Floodgate, because no one plays that card. Because, most decks play Dark Monsters, so it doesn't really do anything. Last pack, we got the Wolf, we got the Big, Snow Rabbit, we could play that. This guy, Dried into the Band, Link Karibo, and Terraforming. Great, just a Ghost Ogre. Man, Maximum Gold hates me. At least we got a sideboard card. Well, see you next week.
Alright, so this week our changes all are in the side deck. So first we took out the Compulse for the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Now I think Ghost Ogre is going to be slightly better than Compulse because a hand trap I don't have to set it, I can use my opponent's first turn. They don't quite accomplish the same thing because Compulse is a bounce where Ghost Ogre is a destroy. But Ghost Ogre can be activated from the field and the hand, and also Ghost Ogre is a 3, so it actually has some usage in PKs, seeing as, you know, if I break on it, I can just play it and then overlay for something. We are also taking out Forbidden Lands because I have no use for this card. It's honestly completely useless, and we're replacing it with something that many of you would argue is also useless, cherries. Now you might say, this isn't Zodiac format, why are you playing cherries? The reasoning is, there are a fair number of PK players at my locals, enough to the point where if I say, hey, I'm going to cherries Bardiche, it's actually not a terrible play. I also know that there's a sizable amount of VW players as well, and I have free spots in my extra deck that I could swap out, like my Decode Talker, swap that out for like a Shen Shen, and cherries the Shen Shen in the match. And, you know, that takes care of that problem. So this actually does have use since I know the metagame decently well at this point. Now, if this does get affected by Bode in any way, of course, this is bad for me. But I want to test it out. And also, it helps that this is a level 3 Dark. And it's got a bigger defense than anything I have in my deck. And it's also a tuner, so I can technically go into my Juju. Yeah, so that's my reasoning for running cherries in 2021. We'll take this to locals and see how it performs.
Multi, please.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nope.
I'm actually keep things brief with the matches this week because, you know, seeing main PK combo every week, I can understand why you'd want to tune out after that, so we're just going to go a little brief. Anyways, for our first match this week, we're going to be up against one of the new decks. We're against Flunderies, Fluanderies, whatever it's called anyways. They're going first this week, and I don't like that. So they start with their Rabina, and we have the effect Veiler for it, and that kind of stops their turn. However, on our turn, when we're in the middle of our combo, they hit us with the card that Book of Moons everything, and at that point the writing's on the wall, they get to clear our board, and then we can't stabilize. We only are able to get out one more monster, and unfortunately they hit us the Mega Ryza, basically fate sealing us and getting that back on top of the deck, so yeah, that's how game 1 went. Game 2 went a lot better though. We go first and we're able to go through main PK combo with no interruptions. Thank you, Monster Reborn. And we end on Dark Requiem, which this prevents them from basically playing the game. We're able to negate all of their dudes. And because our negates also revive the Break Sword, we're able to pop their cards on the field, keeping them from activating anything else or tribute summoning as well, which is awesome. So they're forced to surrender to us game 2. Game 3, we both brick. Thankfully, they brick a little harder than we do, and we're able to take the game through the use of our Dark Rebellion Dragons, which is awesome. So we're feeling pretty good going to match 2 this week. We're going against Bird Up Tri-Brigade. It's mostly a Leerless deck with a small Tri-Brigade engine. I think this is how the decks are looking like nowadays. We go first, and unfortunately, we're only able to end on Bardiche and a Torn Scales. And this kind of sucks, but whatever. They go through their turn, they end on an Ensemble Robin and a Zeus, and during the end phase they Zeus away our board. Thankfully, on our turn we draw the Young Dark Hole. We Dark Hole and we're able to combo through into the win. We make our Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon and they just can't play through all those negates. Game 2 unfortunately does not go quite as well. They go first and establish a huge board, and unfortunately we brick real hard. We end up drawing the Dark Hole and the negation effects. However, we don't draw any of our starters or extenders, so we have to pass to them, and they're able to reestablish a board and take the game. Game 3 goes even worse. We have to do Jaja Pass, and if you've ever played with Jaja Pass before, you know it's not the greatest way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, unfortunately, they're able to make all of their plays any real interruption by me, and they win. Game 3, if we are able to beat this game, we actually get to top again. And we're going on to Zombie Out, which is the deck that we previously went against. They make us go first, and unfortunately, guess what? It's Jaja Pass again. Woohoo! Everyone's favorite deck. So they're able to clear our board. They make the Eldritch Fusion monster, which is really interesting. And they're able to OTK us from there. Game 2 goes a lot better. We're able to go first again. We make our main combo. We get out our Dark Requiem, Xyz Dragon. We get out our Birdiche. We got negates. Go to his turn. and we get Evenlies. And unfortunately, Dark Requiem, great against monsters, not great against evenly matched. From there, they're able to pick apart all of our negates and take apart our board until they're able to bring out another of the fusion Eldritches and solidify their state as the winner of this game. Well, unfortunately, we couldn't top 2 weeks in a row, and that's okay. We did our best. It looks like we bricked a lot, which is unfortunate, but it's just kind of how card games are. To mitigate this, we're actually going to stop going to maximum gold, and we're going to divert back to going to the Megatons. I think getting a second Torn Scales will help with that bricking issue a lot, maybe a third if I'm lucky, but more Torn Scales means less bricking, and that's good for me, because the things we're bricking most on are either A, our non-PKs, or just only drawing one PK. So if you just add another PK monster to the lineup, I think things will be a lot better. Following that, I think I've decided on the end build of the deck, and it's going to require me going for the DPE engine. So once we've gotten our desired amount of Torn Scales, we're going to start going for DPE, Fusion Destiny, Verte, and Cherubini. Now, Cherubini and Fusion Destiny are both in Dark Neostorm, so we'll be opening a lot of that. Then we're also going to be opening El Dorado to try and get Vertes. I won't mind getting Ghost Mourner or Access Code either, but Verte is the name of the game here. Once we've gotten all that, we're going to go for DPE, and at that point, I think the deck will be good enough that I can call it close to complete. With that being said, I'm glad you all had a fun time this week, because I know I did, and I'll see you again next week. Same time, well, not same time, but definitely same place. See you then.